It's Renzo clear. Renzo, 50 metres to go. Looking to conquer the Everest again. And boy, he's done it. Renzo leads all the way from Trapeze Artist.
Welcome followers to this Thursday night's edition of Ackerman Racing, and we have dissected the weekend's racing ahead, Tom, and things are getting into full swing now. We've got a Group 2 race tomorrow night at Moonee Valley with the Australia Stakes, and of course we've got a big day out here on Saturday with the Sunshine Coast Cup. The Sunshine Coast Turf Club getting another Saturday meeting, and not a bad day on paper there with the, of course, the 2-year-old race as a good support race as well there on Saturday. No major news at the moment, Tom. We keep plodding along, I guess. We didn't do a video Tuesday night there. We didn't really see too much there on Wednesday.
Yeah, no, Wednesday was a bit tough, and didn't really want to stick our heads out there and not come up trumps. No,
look, there were some nice horses going around there yesterday, but we just didn't have the confidence there. So we decided to leave that alone. But we start fresh this week here on the eve of a pretty, as I said, pretty good weekend of racing. And we'll start off with tomorrow night at the Valley, Australia Stakes night. Now, Tom, have you got tips for tomorrow?
Yeah, I got one.
Is that at the Valley?
Yes, is it at the Valley? Race 3.
It's a race 3. It's early on, so all right, mate. You start it off. Yeah, you can start it off. Race 3 at the Valley.
Yeah, Moonee Valley, race 3. Number 3, a horse called Columbus Circle. This is a horse actually ran against one of Andrew's tips last start, and it was very dominant, I thought. Got stuck on the leader, couldn't really get out until about the 100, but once the button was pushed, he really let down and just skipped away by 2 or 3 lengths. I think it was got out the 100, he was only ridden until about the 50, and then he just sat up on it. James Wink's back on board, gets barrier 6 at the Valley. I think that's the only thing that's going to get him beaten. Barrier 6, I think he's going to have to go back. Everyone knows what the Valley's like, it can be very leader's bias. So yeah, I'm looking for a bit of pace. He's got a real good turn foot, so as long as he gets some space and doesn't get stuck anywhere, I think he'll be right in it. He is $2.60, but I'm pretty happy to have my 100 on him.
Yeah, I'll kick things off at the Valley as well, and I'm going to have my 100 on him as well. I was very impressed with his last start win. That was pretty good. I think he's got a big future, stakes class level for mine.
Yep.
Keatonati was bred by Peter Moonee. I actually thought that he was in the ownership that time, but he actually bred the horse. That's where we're seeing his name in the details there underneath. But Columbus Circle, look, look, you do have the awkward draw of 6 there at the Valley, but I think class will get this horse through. It could be on to better things there in the autumn, and would need to be winning this to be pretty competitive in an autumn stakes race. Look, it's not a pushover race. There are a couple of chances in it, so it'll be a good.
Beasley Clint will be a
bit
of danger. It wasn't a bad run last time.
Yeah,
was that last week?
Yeah, it wasn't too long ago.
It might have been last week.
Yeah. So look, Columbus Circle there. Look, I think class will get the horse through. Lovely type. Settled well last time. Actually, didn't jump too bad. So, wouldn't be surprised if they do go forward.
Yeah, it all depends on the speed map.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, I didn't have a real good look at the speed map. So,
yeah, I think we can go forward and just make its own luck. Also, look, it just depends on what the Valley's doing. It's been hot weather down there. Just see where the rail's at, how that track's playing. But look, I think bias or no bias, I think this horse will be too good at $2.60 odd, so I'll have my 100 on it as well. Before we get into Saturday, Tom, we're just going to focus on the Australia Stakes tomorrow night. Look, traditionally very hard race because you've got a mixture of horses that are fit and a mixture of horses that are first up. So basically tomorrow night we see the class horses coming back, not necessarily the grand final, but you do know they are the class horses. I'm speaking the likes of Land of Plenty. We've got big
opinion
of this horse.
I reckon last prep he really just come out of nowhere.
He did, and really should have won every race that he ran.
Yeah.
If you watch this horse and you follow this horse through the spring, you would have noted that down. He's a class animal. Look, 1200 the Valley. It's yeah.
I mean, if there's some pace on.
Yeah, look, if they get the speed, look,
He's had a
Brunson's in
trial.
the race, probably be the speed. Whispering Brook from 2, you'd think will race forward.
We's come out and said he thinks Whispering Brook's going to have the fitness edge on
Yeah.
Land of Plenty. And
and probably be a bit more forward in the run as well. And you've also got, Fell Swoop from 1's got fitness as well. Only went down 2.5 lengths to Alizé last start with 60.5. So you'd think they'd be pretty forward on that runner as well. Malaguera might go forward. I think there's enough speed in the race.
Yeah.
For a horse like Land of Plenty.
There's going to be a sprint race at the Valley. There's always going to be speed.
You've got Brave Smash, $6 odds. Where's he get to? Drawn a bit awkwardly. He loves 3 wide cover, but he won't want to be giving Land of Plenty
Well, he's going to need a head start on Land of Plenty, I think.
Well, he's going to need to be a few pairs ahead of Land of Plenty to beat Land of Plenty for mine.
Yep.
I really like Land of Plenty. I'm not going to tip anything in the race. It's just a
wide
mixture
open.
of first up horses, fit horses. It's just one of those races. Obviously, it's not a grand final for the majority of these. Probably a grand final for, say, a horse like Whispering Brook. Nice race to take out for that horse this prep. So look, some good racing at the Valley tomorrow night. So we'll head into Saturday time, and it's a pretty good day. It's a pretty good day there. We've obviously got the Blue Diamond races preview and prelude in at Caulfield there on Saturday, and we do have also the Sunshine Coast as well. So I'll let you get into yours, Tom.
Yep. I'll start with Randwick Race 1, number 4, a horse called Aussie. This is I guess, ironic, I guess you could say. Australia Day, horse called Aussie. He's got the green and gold silks of James Harron.
Yep.
Snowden's training. He's had 2 trials for a first and a second. Not hard ridden or anything, basically just sat up, a few bit of niggle, nothing too crazy. I noticed the blinkers go on first time here. So Snowden's I think they're quite known for little tactics like that. They'll trial a horse, no blinkers on, and then come race day, blinkers on. The horse has worked in blinkers, so obviously at the home they've worked the horse in blinkers, and they know he's capable of running the blinkers on. So also noted Hugh Bowman is on board as well. So he's not that common riding for Snowden. He rode in both the trials.
He rides a bit for the China Horse Club, but not necessarily James Harron.
Yeah.
So
So I think he's seen this horse and wanted on.
What odds currently?
Currently $6.
Nice odds.
Espana is the favourite at $2.40.
Yeah, we all know what that horse did on Cox Plate Day. Look, admittedly there was a little bit of a bias that day, and half that field got taken.
Exactly. I think
so. It's
it's not really formed. You can't really. Yeah.
Still good ability, and it was a good win. But still, you're getting good $6 about.
Yeah, $6. You can boost it to the 7s.
Mm.
So yeah, I'm happy to have more 50 there at $6 on Aussie, and Sunshine Coast Race 9, a horse called Mewstone Rock. We're both on this last start. Horrible rock. I mean, not really the ride. More bad luck.
Victim of circumstances there.
He was traveling. She was travelling a lot. She was level with Brains on the corner, and she put a length on him, and then she just hit a brick wall. Yeah, fully had to pull her up.
Yeah.
Brains
should have won the race.
Brains went out wide.
He had all the momentum, and it is key to know that he's come out and won since.
He has. He's come out and won
Eagle
since.
Farm last Saturday as well.
Another horse in that race who also got stuck in traffic as well was Ignite the Light. It ran 5th or 6th, and it's come out and won again as well.
There.
Yeah.
Mewstone Rock gets to its home track now. Just a key note there. There's another one that me and Tom agree on. I've tracked that one down as well.
Not very often we agree on.
No, we got two horses in 2 days. So Mewstone Rock, $11. What odds on sport?
It was $12 about lunchtime.
Yep.
And then I'll check this afternoon's at $8.50.
Okay, so the money's come. we've half missed the boat there. But look, if you can odds boost, even each way. Look, home track for the horse, trained by, of course, John Simon, Sheila Laxon out here. Their stable's firing at the moment, and Larry Cassidy stays aboard. Down in the weights, it's a big field. I think there'll be good speed out of that 1,400 metre start.
I think it's a non-metro win race. So none of these horses have won a metro race. So.
No, so they get a good,
it's a perfect race,
good
really.
big field there, good speed on, and realistically, this horse, she should be a metro winner.
Yeah.
So at those odds, I'm pretty confident to be getting on. Is that all you've got there? That's
Yep. Besides talking about the Blue Diamond.
Yeah, we'll come to that shortly.
That's my tips. Another 50 on on her, I guess, what did you take?
Yeah.
Yeah, so pretty much whatever.
Yep.
$9 to $10, I guess.
So that was my tip as well. I was keen to get on it. Now I'm a bit all over the place there tomorrow on Saturday. Sorry, I've got a couple that I really like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have 30 the win on Newstone Rock, and only for the fact I am confident, but I do want some money to spend on these horses.
Yeah, you only got $100.
Yeah, like I'd love to come straight out and just go, well,
100 on this, 100 on
yeah,
that.
it'd be great. Now that's not down to confidence on Newstone Rock. It's just down to the fact that that's what I've got there.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to have that on Newstone Rock. But look, those odds, you could have a nice 10, 20, whatever you want
Still play pretty good
on that horse, because she's going to be, if you get on early enough, nice odds. Look, I'll stay at the coast as the 2-year-old race now. This is a horse of the future. Tom knows I've got a pretty good opinion of it. He's got a good opinion of it as well. A little bit questionable as to whether she's going to win he's going to win on the weekend. Sorry. The horse is by the name of Alligator Blood. David Van Dyke trained. We're out at the track last time and seen a performance that you don't see very often at the Sunshine Coast.
We watched it live, and then I think the other day I watched it again, and I was in awe again. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Because you're watching the horses in front, you don't really realise how far back some of these horses get.
Like the turn of foot this horse showed that day. Like I know Van Dyke and probably Connections are looking at a mile, 1400 to a mile, but look, it's going to have a 1 month between runs. Stays at the 1200, but I just think this turn of foot and class is going to get it over the line. I know there's good money for the Chris Months train runner Stamp.
Yeah. Well, he's beat it 4 around third.
Well, Stamp ran third in that race, and probably went a little bit keen that day, Stamp. But look, I've got to go on class, and class wins races, and I think this horse will win this race. As I said, that day was last. We're at the least.
I think it was on the corner.
It was
about 10 lengths off.
It was about 10
lengths. A long way.
And it kept that sprint going for the whole Sunshine Coast straight and through the line, and was running away from them in the end. And realistically, for mine, the best bet on Saturday. $2.70. I think you're getting. You may even get more if money comes for this.
$2.80 last I seen.
So not the best sort of odds there, but look, the money's right for mine. I really think this horse is one to follow. We'll go across to Caulfield, race 1, number 1, a horse by the name of Crack the Code. Similar type scenario here. I seen this horse win last start, and I was just impressed.
Yeah.
Really, you just know a good horse when you see one, and this is another key example. We've got that horse running tomorrow night at the Value in Columbus Circle.
So you can even play a multi or anything like that.
You've got Alligator Blood.
They're good horses.
You just know that they're horses that are going to win at least listed races.
Yep.
They're just up and coming. And it's all three at once. So race 1, number 1, Crack the Code. Ollie has won on a horse in that race. Its last couple called Embrace Me, and he has decided
at the Valley too.
Yeah, and he has decided to stick with his horse, and I think that's just when you know. Yeah. When he wants to stick with a horse that obviously you've got an opinion of. I just can't see it getting beaten. So Caulfield, race 1, number 1, Crack the Code. Currently odds are $2.20. So my other bet for Saturday will be a multi Crack the Code into Alligator Blood for $70. So that'll make the 100. But you can just play them however you want. You know the confidence is there with us.
Big time.
That's just how we're going to spend our money. Look, if I had a lot more money, I'd spend it. But even into the future, even if you don't win on the weekend, you're going to get it back in the future, because these horses are just they're just up and coming types that they're appearing at the right time.
Yep.
So race 1 Saturday. I'll just recap mine, and then you can recap yours, Tom.
Yep.
Race 1, number 1, Crack the Code at Caulfield on Saturday. Race 3 at the Sunshine Coast, number 2, Alligator Blood. And race 9, number 14, Mewstone Rock at the Sunshine Coast. So they're the three. Tom, Saturday you had 50 on Mewstone Rock, Sunshine Coast in race 9.
And then Randwick race 1, number 4, Aussie, 50 on him
50
as well.
win as well. So that's pretty much it. Now I know Tom just wants to give a little bit of a rundown on the Blue Diamond races. He loves his 2-year-olds.
Or a bit of discussion, I guess. Like, you got the Colts, and I think the Phillies race is much more I guess, depth-wise, a better race. I mean, there's a bit more talent. I mean, from what we've seen so far, there's obviously a few first starters. But basically, is there anything that stands out for you in either race that you like, I guess?
It's just look, there's first starters in both of them as well.
And there's been a bit of money for a few of them too.
You've also got horses running, say Aussie for example. You just don't know where they're going to go. Whether trainers see that these are the strongest of races. I mean, realistically, right now, you've got Dolphin teams taking out the Magic Millions.
Yeah.
They're most likely to take out the Blue Diamond, and
they've got a strong 2-year-old team.
Yeah, and they've got their best 2-year-olds sitting in the stable at home waiting to go to the Golden Slipper.
To sort.
So
even the theory as well.
Yeah. And then obviously you've got
Exhilarates
going from the Millions to the Slipper. So they've just got a stranglehold on it, and it's really hard to see. I mean, they have had that. They have had it in recent years, though. They have had horses that have been in the markets and they've just come through these races and been right there, but. Geez, you just think this year, wow.
Yeah,
it's scary.
Ridiculous, really.
Scary. A microphone going around there on Saturday.
I mean, to do what he did, like, if you don't know much, it's hard to take it out, but microphone to run down the middle of the Flemington Straight and not get wayward or lost and just to hit the line, I thought that was really impressive. I mean, he did have a jump out down the Flemington Straight, but 2-year-olds don't generally. They usually go to the fence like the half of the field did and then stay with the fence. It's to guide them pretty much. But the microphone to do that,
I think they're just very well educated Godolphin runners, you know. Look, it's exciting. You're seeing these 2-year-olds come through. You're trying to get your find your next star, basically. This is the 2-year-old time of the year.
Yeah.
You've got the Blue Diamond, Magic Millions, Blue Diamond, and Golden Slipper, and it's exciting.
It is.
It's exciting. And look, we may not have seen the Blue Diamond winner or the Slipper winner yet. There might be something coming along.
Yeah, well, Western Jug kind of come out of nowhere at that point. She won a mate and second in the Silver Slipper.
It's just one of those things. Keep an eye on these races. That's where you get them from, and it's going to be interesting come Saturday and come the next few weeks as we lead into the Blue Diamond and also the Golden Slipper. All right, that's about it.
Yeah, all good.
Tips won't be posted. Have to watch the video once again.
Yep.
And we will hopefully have a successful weekend. You're heading away.
Going away Saturday for Australia Day. I'll be back Sunday and might even get some footage on Sunday.
Yeah.
I'm not
going to mention any names.
anything.
We'll keep that under wraps as
Special
punting
guests.
makes an appearance. But that's about it, guys. So happy punting and gamble responsibly as always.
Good luck.
Thank you.